Hello, it's Emma from Gaia Health Store. I'm joined with the lovely Sarah Williams from Organic Aromatherapy Limited. I'm going to allow you to say hello this time because normally I just start rambling on. So yes, lovely Sarah. And today we are going to talk about a really exciting one which has been very popular in our store actually, the Cosmic Chakra. So I don't know anything too much, I just know that people are really drawn to it. So tell us about your Cosmic Chakra.
Cosmic chakras, there are two of. Hello everyone, I should say. But there are two cosmic chakras, and basically the location of them is if you were to take a line out from your ear and then another one from the tip of your shoulder, where those interlink, those are your cosmic chakras. They're in your aura.
Oh.
So they're literally if anyone here has ever used a pendulum, what I teach in my workshops is when you use a pendulum, you can test your own chakras, or you can test somebody else's, and they sort of spin a little bit. But when you hold them in that location, the whole blooming thing goes absolutely crazy, because these chakras are more powerful than all the other chakras in the body connected to the spine. Now, they are iridescent in colour. So they're sort of like in my view,
pearly.
Yeah, pearly.
Love that. Like pearly. Mother of pearl, like the shells when you have that.
Yes, that. So it's like I tried to get it onto the jar, but it's very hard.
I can see
in
it.
3D.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, feeling it. It's like a pink and a blue, kind of like iridescence, really quite twinkly, and they sit here. Now, they connect you to your guides. So this is your guidance team, and they take in so it's like we've all got guides, we've all got a support team, power animals, ascended masters, your earth guides, your planetary guides, your cosmic guides, your
dead relatives. Not really.
They're the ancestors.
Oh, did you say ancestors?
They could be guides.
Oh, sorry.
They don't have to be.
Oh, okay.
But they could be.
Yeah.
You could have an ancestor that's a guide.
Right.
That's come back to help you, so you're not wrong. So you're never wrong. But these are, when you put this on, like you might be asking for help, or you might be forgetting to ask for help from your guidance team. But these are your guides. That are always there, but we sometimes forget to ask for help. And what I sometimes see is that her go with some while I'm talking, that you might be knowing that your guides are there, but you forget to ask them for help. So when you do ask them for help, then you realise that they can guide you. It's like enhanced intuition. So it's improving your intuition and asking for help, and then they'll give it to you, because that's what they're there for. Your angels and your guides are only there to help you, or help me. But I sometimes forget to ask for help. And so it's like a guide sort of saying, go left now, avoid that traffic, go into that car park, there'll be a good space in there for you. And sometimes you're thinking, yeah, but I'm going to control this, and you sort of your mental body tries to override your guidance. But your guidance is the one that we really need to listen to, because they're seeing the overview. And the way I discovered these was I was out in Mexico for the first time. My daughter was about 7, so it would have been 26 years or so ago, 26 years ago. And I slipped and broke my arm, and therefore, long story short, ended up healing that within 2 weeks. But again, that's another story for another day. But I met a Reiki master out there because of this, and he happened to be one of the guys in the hotel who organised the ambulance and the clinic for me to go and get my arm sorted out. And when I'd come back, and I was sitting in the restaurant one day, and he came up and said, how you doing? And I had a plaster cast on from here down to the hand, from the shoulder to the hand. And he said, how are you getting on? And apart from being annoyed that I couldn't go swimming in the ocean, I had luckily been swimming with dolphins that day, so I've got my bucket list ticked off.
Yeah.
But he said, oh, you work with chakras? I said, yes. And he said, do you use the cosmic chakras? And I said, no. What are they? He said, the universal or cosmic chakras. He said, we've been using them for generations. So when I came back from Mexico, and a long story, but I'll go back into the book about that when I write it, about how to heal your arm from a dislocation and a break in 2 weeks. That's another story. But that is, I came back, did some research, and then discovered that that these cosmic chakras were so powerful and very ancient, and we're just remembering them. So they are part of the ascension chakras that I was writing about back in
2014 as well.
2014, in an article that I wrote for Paradigm Shift. So that cosmic was written here back in 2014. So I've been writing about this stuff for a long time, but people are just starting to catch up now with what has been available. And part of my job has been to bring this stuff to light, so that we've got the creams, and these are influenced by the essential oils of, just lost my crib sheet.
I know, but I'll remind you.
Okay.
I can't remember what was in this one. Read it out, because then I'll be like, yes.
Ginger.
No, it's not that I can smell.
Thyme.
That's it. It feels really clearing, like it clears you, I feel.
Divana.
What's that?
Divana is it's one of the anaphrodisiacs. In the realm. There are very few anaphrodisiacs. No, not spicy.
Spicy, as in like makes you feel a little bit spicy.
It is. But it's an anaphrodisiac, so it puts
you
off.
I thought you said aphrodisiac.
They're all out there. Most essential oils are an aphrodisiac, apart from maybe 3. One is marjoram, one is divana, and there's another one called chaste tree. And there are 3 that are an aphrodisiac. So that makes you off.
Well, it's called chaste tree, so yeah, being chaste, yeah.
Well, they give it to monks and nuns and things.
Oh
God. So they don't all start humping each other in their no, I shouldn't.
Oh dear.
It takes away the sexual desire. But this doesn't take away sexual desire, because it's such a small amount of divana in there. It just balances. But it stops you thinking about maybe sex when you're trying to tune into your guides. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Basil and frankincense, again, 2 that are very much bringing frequencies of the divine into you, because that's very much to do with the higher chakras. Also bay, which is a brilliant one for many reasons. Rosemary, cephalic, brings blood to the brain, and vetiver, which balances the divine feminine within the body. So that you just put it on the body twice a day, backs of hands, like Emma and I just did, and that's going to advise your energy field to bring in the guides. Now, one little example that I had with this was a child who was very fraught and couldn't settle at night. And his mum came in and said, could you do a reading? Did a reading, and he needed this one and Star Child, which we'll talk about soon. He needed both of those, and I was very surprised, but he was a real star being. He was very autistic, very much a star being.
That's why he needed something to calm, to turn that noise off as well. It's not only like turning the guides on, but if it was too activated, which we talked about before, if your chakra's too activated, that cannot make you feel good either. Yeah,
absolutely. It's too much noise, as you rightly say. So what it did was, it calmed the boy down to the point where the next time I saw him, he came up to me and his mum said, what have you got to say to Sarah? She made that cream for you. And he said, it's calmed everything down and I feel able to connect with my friends.
Oh, that's adorable. I love that. And that's the thing, like, we haven't really talked before about children. I guess we'd need to speak with you as the aromatherapist, because I guess some oils are not good, or is all oils safe for children? Because I know the pregnancy thing is a bit like, well, I know you're just like...
I have to say, as an aromatherapist, I can't advocate the use of essential oils during pregnancy, except I would. But as an aromatherapist professionally, I have to say, use with discernment. Okay, Ellie agrees with that. Yeah, she said...
But children?
Children, love my creams.
There you go then.
Anyone more than a year old can apply them themselves. A tiny blob on the back of the hand, less is more. But if you've got a child under the age of 1, mum puts the cream on, nurses the child, hugs the child, and then the vibration of the balance goes through the loving, unconditional love of the mother.
That's amazing.
And as you hug your child or your pet, your animal or your plant, as you produce that from your energy field, it's reflected in the child or the animal's energy field. And
Ellie is feeling it. She's getting up and she's groaning and she's trying to walk around.
She's just got much closer to us, and now she's just moaning about what's happening outside.
So that's good. Kids, I mean, what an amazing start to someone's life, like to be using these creams and these vibrational tools. Amazing.
I'm just getting my crib sheet.
So, imbalance, out of balance, we kind of know what it's like to be in balance, like you're listening more, your intuition's heightened, you listen to your guides. Out of balance is like, obviously with the child, too much noise.
You're also going in circles, you're chasing your tail. You're trying to get from A to B, but you're taking forever to get there because you're not hearing your guides. You're not asking your guides. But the other thing on a physiological level, Emma, is tinnitus.
Oh, yes!
High frequencies coming in through the ears.
And you guys might have had that, because I haven't had it for quite a few weeks, but there was a time, I don't know, I can't remember, I've lost track of time myself now, but we were both feeling it for about 6 weeks, like left ear, then right ear, and the energies were so high. Oh, I should have put that on then.
Well, you have been just recently, and that's why you haven't experienced it for the last little while.
I have been, yes.
I know, right? Because you've been selling it at the shop. In balance, out of balance. So some of that. Also, it'll be connecting to hearing issues. So connection to your guides, hearing issues, frequencies coming in through the ears, and don't call it tinnitus because well, I don't anyway.
I just call it a ringing, buzzing in my ear.
And everyone seems to have it. It's part of the ascension. Okay. So essential oils we talked about, crystals.
Did we talk about crystals? Not really.
The aura quartzes, the ones that are sometimes so like a fairy aura quartz or an elemental quartz. Some of the things that have been sprayed with that oxidizing spray seem to have a frequency which is like a rainbow. So also a clear quartz with all the rainbows sometimes incorporated in it would be beautiful.
Do you know what I'm thinking as well? I could be completely wrong, but like labradorite or moonstone, because it's got that like pearlescency to it.
I think moonstone would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, moonstone.
Yeah.
Like the lighter moonstones.
The labradorite sort of,
it's darker, but you can get a white moonstone. Yeah.
Yeah, moonstone is the feminine, whereas the labradorite is the masculine.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So the white moonstone would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? And the aura quartzes and things.
Yeah.
So labradorite is sticking to the third eye more. It's about magic and it's dark.
Seeing and sort of like, I always feel like galaxy and just consciousness. Yeah.
The third eye. So cosmic. The sounds, well, there'll be, again, we can go into the because that's going to balance everything outside the body. The foods, not too many can I think of, because actually when you get into the aura, foods are now, as we go up, foods become less important.
Yeah.
Because this is a third dimensional body which needs food. But when we go up and out, food, well, traditionally you would have meditated, not eaten anything, and then you would get your high connection, wouldn't you?
Sit in a cave, eat a leaf.
Breathe in a leaf.
Yes, exactly. Not even eat a leaf. Yeah.
Yeah, but be the Buddha.
Yeah.
How overview of how to use in combination with? Well, you can combine them with all chakras. You could like all of my other creams. You can use them all at the same time.
Yeah, so you can layer them up. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And Emma, so many people say.
Because people do worry.
Oh, they do.
And then they're like, but why? And it's fine.
No, really, I use about between 2 and 15 creams. Seriously.
I don't think I've used 15 in one day. You're like really greasy. You're like everything you touch. It's like, well, actually, it's not on your hands,
Smooth
is it?
Up your arms.
True.
Put it on your legs.
Yeah.
This is what we do sometimes. Is literally just there's such good moisturisers.
Yeah.
And we're just testing out a new vegan base too. So that's all coming online, which is a different texture and different consistency. So we have to keep evolving and keep growing and not stagnating.
Exactly.
So we are working very much with the light, and you can see the light coming in behind me
yes.
here. Coming in.
We thought we'd keep the garden open, well, so you can see the garden today, because the light is beautiful, like autumnal light.
It really is. So the Cosmic Chakras utilize that. If you want more guidance and you want to enhance your intuition, get into contact with your guides, do more meditating and actually hearing from your guides about how to step forward and to manifest your most perfect outcome easily and quickly.
Amazing. I love that. So thank you so much for joining us again and watching this. Hope it's been useful. If you've got any questions or queries, you can comment on the video below, and Sarah's also available via social media, her
Mainly
website.
Facebook.
Yeah, mainly Facebook, social media. Yeah, social media. You've been busy. So yeah, social media, but we'll pop the links below as well. And we hope to see you again soon. Check out our other videos on the Soul Harmony Chakra Cream.